So, Caleb Manuel, you have just qualified for the U.S. Open. What does this mean to you?
Everything. You know, it's a dream as a kid to even play in it. You know, to get to this stage and then be able to, play well and, make it through. Yeah, it means everything, and it hasn't hit me yet, and it probably won't hit me for a while.
Let's talk about your 2 rounds today. Obviously, the first round over at Old Oaks. Talk to me about that round. You got out to an early start. You made some back-to-back birdies. Did you feel some momentum after that round?
Yeah, I mean, I made a bogey before I made a birdie, and then I made back-to-back birdies, one being a chip-in. And I haven't told my dad, I don't remember the last time I chipped in a tournament, so that felt good. Turned even par, and then I birdied 10 and 11, which at that point I knew, the putter's rolling, I'm hitting it decent, I got a chance today. And then, made a, bogey on 16, shot 1 under, whatever. But Old Oaks, what I hear is the harder golf course, and, maybe not today just because, it got firm out here and windy in the afternoon, but to post 69 and, have it at least just a chance in the afternoon, I was just telling myself kind of at lunch, like, you play bad, you don't make it. You play good, you make it. There's no big deal about it. Even though it's for the U.S. Open, you're still gonna drive home. You're still gonna be the same person. So I took the pressure off me, and having my dad on the bag was, a big help. Even though, he doesn't give me as much as advice as some other caddies would, but it's just there for me, and just kind of the mood, and supplying snacks and water and stuff like that. So.
You guys had the mojo working a little bit today. It was definitely, I think there was a few moments. I remember walking down what would have been your 10th hole here at Century, and I think it had a Sunday back nine feel to it. Did you feel that?
For sure, yeah. I definitely felt like it was a Sunday and like I was in the lead or close to the lead. I knew where I was at after 18, but after that I didn't check it. And, making birdies on, my 11th and 12th hole, that's when it kind of, kicked in, and I was like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm probably where I need to be. I just need to keep making pars and maybe a couple birdies. And, I just, stuck to my routine and, played smart and solid golf. And, the up and down on 18 was, obviously big because I'd be over in a playoff right now if I didn't get that up and down. But, the 6-footer, I didn't treat it any different. I've been on the putting green at Brunswick saying, like, this is to win the U.S. Open. And I kind of, before I hit it, I was like, this is to qualify for the U.S. Open. So I was well prepared for it.
All right, and then I also want to talk about having your dad on the bag. Mm-hmm. So we all know the tradition around the U.S. Open, Father's Day. For your dad to now send you to the U.S. Open is a pretty cool thing.
It's awesome. He doesn't, hype me up a lot. Like, he's just kind of, a modest guy, and he doesn't, think more of me than I am, and he just kind of, he'll definitely feel this one. And, I've done some good things in my golf career, but, I don't think anything will match up to this yet till this day. Once I'm at the U.S. Open, I'm just going to, play golf. Like, I'm not going to have any expectations, and, I play well, make the cut, whatever, and, just play there to compete and, feel proud that I made it there. Kind of like the Corn Ferry last year. I think, playing in that's going to, definitely benefit me, out there with the big crowds and major championship golf. It feels weird to say, but, I think that experience will help me.
What about the biggest crowd you've played in front of before outside the ropes? I mean, what has even come close?
To Corn Ferry?
I guess maybe it's the Corn Ferry?
I mean, Corn Ferry definitely. That one kind of, hit me hard. Like, all these people are here to watch me. Like, it was different. But I learned the second day, and, now I know how to handle it. And, the more people, whether it's 20, whether it's 2,000, they're all just there to watch. You just got to treat them like fans.
And then let's talk about what's going through your mind right now. Like, moments here, you're like, I just qualified for the U.S. Open. Are you thinking about tickets? You thinking about family? You thinking about the ride back home? What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking about, getting ready for it. First of all, it's going to be here before we know it. It's 10 days, I think, until the first Thursday. But, when I walked off 18 and they told me I had a decent chance, just kind of like goosebumps and just kind of like, like this is actually happening, and my phone's blowing up and everyone's trying to call me, my buddies and stuff. it's a great feeling to have everyone there for me, and then just for this, the state of Maine, and then having the Open be in Massachusetts, it's convenient for a lot of people, and I hope to see a lot of my family and friends out there, and hopefully I can get some of them or most of them tickets to come watch.
And then I want to end here with the people from Maine, right? So they are going to come out loud and proud for you.
Yeah, for sure.
You've had great family support when you were at the NCAA regionals. You've had it again, just even throughout. Obviously, you talked about text messages.
Yeah.
There's something about being from Maine, right? And this opportunity in front of you.
Yeah, for sure. And not a lot of famous people come out of Maine, and especially athletes. Being from a small golf in winter time, you don't got anything to do. So that's kind of been my mojo. As a little kid from Maine, like, see how far we can go, and I'm just gonna keep riding it until he can. And being from Maine, I think it just gives me that much more support. Just from people, because no one's really done it. You know what I mean? I mean, people have played on tour, and Sean Warren, good player, and all that, but like, not a lot of people do it, so they're not used to it, and it's cool to have that. And give Jimmy Merritt a shout out. I'm sure you met him. We're in New York, and he's watching me, and that's just really cool to see. And we played together when I was 13. He was 75 maybe, and it was like the oldest age differential. I was like this tall, and he was hitting by me. And nowadays, it's just great to have that support and just know that he's there for me.
Well, you got a lot of manual momentum, as I like to call it, and I think you'll see a lot of people out there. Just closing thoughts here. You're about ready to head over to the Old Oaks course, take some photos, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about here, just as you close this day?
Yeah.
I know you're very grateful for all these opportunities.
It stinks we got to drive 5 hours back home, but the music will be blaring a little bit, and the vibes will be good in the car, and we'll probably treat ourselves to a nice dinner. But going over there and getting a picture, getting the interview, and getting whatever I need to play in the like a plaque or something, play in the U.S. Open. But it's gonna get better from here.